I just went to a water park for 4 days for Madeline's birthday party, and every pool had jets, but they were on the outside of the pool shooting the water up into the pool. Because I think they didn't want people f***ing the jets. And they're like, you know what? We don't even want to go there. We're just going to turn them into little rainbow fountains.
It's a good, safe idea.
Yeah. Well, I beat their shit, dude. I sat on the edge of the pool and I sat over the jet and let it spray up into my asshole. And they can't stop me.
Let it shoot out your mouth. You guys want to see a magic trick?
Hey, what's up, guys? Another Forehead Fables episode. This is the stress episode. This is the episode where both me and Poob are completely at wit's end, and it feels like the world's crumbling around us. So, any of you guys out there feel like that? Now's the time to just kind of embrace it with us.
Speak out loud.
Yeah.
Either say me am or no thanks. And we'll see when you guys write us Sam's email.
Yeah, send me an email and tell us yes or no. Tell us how your life is falling apart.
Yeah,
because
set up some sort of filter that shoots that into the trash. But just go ahead and say all the worst things happening to you, and you know, if you see a path to move forward, or if it seems like it's going to be forever, or you know, whatever.
Yeah, I usually try to
situations. So.
On the day of a podcast, I've realized like. If I'm gonna do well on a podcast, I need to have my sleep. Gotta have my beauty sleep.
Superman does well.
Yeah. If I don't get my sleep, boy, I wake up all cranky and my mind doesn't work good. So I try to get a lot of sleep, and then when I wake up, I go like nothing too taxing. No bad thoughts. I'm just gonna wake up. I'm gonna have my fucking awesome breakfast. Go work out. Come in here. Low stakes day. Chill. That way, I'm in a good mood when I get on. When I woke up this morning, kids were screaming like crazy. And then I just get a phone call from my aunt and she's like, they're kicking your grandma out of the old folks home in 45 days. So you need to find a place to put her. Yeah. And their reason was she's too old for the old folks home. I said, that's not good. Is
that real? Is that a thing that they can say?
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
They're like,
you have to send her to an even more specialized, even older home.
Yeah, find like a pyramid or something to put her under because she's as old as old people get.
Haunted house or something, or like an insane asylum. Even if she's not crazy, at that point you have to send her to something.
Yeah. And they were like, maybe you can contact hospice. I'm like, hospice is when people are dying.
Yeah.
And there's technically nothing wrong with her. She's just fucking old. And they're like, I mean, well, technically, when you're that old, you are dying.
We're dying every day.
Yeah.
You're born.
I don't think that's going to work if I call hospice and be like, yeah, she's just actually just old as shit. That's her.
I'm thinking like illness. Genuinely like call an insane asylum and be like, she's not technically crazy, but you guys can give her pills and stuff and, you know, do your crude science on her or whatever they do there, their tests.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That sucks.
What are you going?
I have to find an older folks home. So right now she's in an assisted living facility.
That's fucked up.
And like what she needs is like a nursing home where they literally like you could just be like a vegetable. You could be Terry Schiavo and they'll take care of you. And she's like at that level where she's just like she can still talk and everything. She's completely lucid. I'm like, Grandma, how you doing? She's like, how do you think? I can't move my damn arms. My legs don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's toast. And what's weird is I got her edibles. She loves the edibles, but none of the people that visit her besides me agree with the edibles. And so like I show up and I go, hey, Grandma, you want some?
Are they paying for her to be in this place?
Yeah. Are you paying for her to be
here? Give her
here?
meth if you wanted to.
And more importantly, are you paying for the edibles? No. Like, come on. No. And she's doing nothing. They're like, well, I don't think she should be having that stuff. I'm like, what do you
know, boring it is in there? Don't you want to kill the boredom a little bit? Like, goddamn.
She's got nothing going on.
Fun.
I think she should just sitting in a bed.
Look.
I'm like, at least let her be fucking high as shit watching TV, like a fucking normal person when
That's
they
like cruel and unusual to be like, no weed, and you just watch the wall. and you sit here and you're actually too old for even this. And
you've aged out of being able to lay in a bed and watch TV.
Watching paint dry is a young man's sport. You need the young man's game. You got to go to the even older place, or you watch, I don't know. Like, what do you even watch at that point?
I have no idea.
Dust form? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah,
I imagine the older folks home, you go in there and blow on her and dust flies off of her. That's horrifying.
Yeah, her bed's just an open casket that she lays in waiting.
Technically, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm just old. This is pre-prep is what we're doing here.
Yeah.
It's not hospice, but it's...
Yeah.
Actually, she's too old for hospice.
Hospice is like, holy shit, we've never dealt with someone this advanced.
She's not even technically really dying, but she is so old that we're just going to go ahead and put her in like a mausoleum. Just go down there and visit her.
Yeah.
It's cold down there in the earth.
Have you ever seen like mausoleums leaking? It's the grossest.
Leaking what?
There's only one thing in there that they can leak, and I'm assuming it's like human goo. It's like human soup. And it'll like weep out the side of the mausoleums. And I look at it and I go, that's not a great way to go, I think, to be just kind of oozing out of the side.
When you turn into that goo, does your hair still grow? Or
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your fingernails. We talked about this recently. We were just talking about something about incredible amount of hair growth. We were talking about burying people. I think like right straight down in the earth, like 6 foot hole straight deep, and burying them feet first down. And then just like mounds everywhere with hair growing out that you go to the graveyard and like cut their hair.
Maintain it, trim it.
Yeah, trim their fingernails. I still think that's a really just twisted idea.
It is a twisted idea, but I used to have an
Tim
old
Burton should use that for.
I used to have an old family member that used to love getting a fucking flat top, like a marine crew cut or whatever that's called.
What's that one actor that died? He always rocked those. He had gap teeth, and he was in Strange Science or Weird Science or whatever. His older brother. He did the famous hit the door open with but remember that?
Yes, yeah.
What's that guy's name?
I have no idea.
He was so good. Sorry.
He was like 80s bully guy, right? Is that who you're thinking?
Yeah, but he was so much more than that.
Guy with flat top that goes thumbs up and then elbows a door open. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I love him
so much
most
more
for.
than 80s bully guy. He's a guy that elbows a door open.
Bill Paxton. Yeah, he is so much more than that.
Bill Paxton is not known for just a flat top. Hold on, let me look him up.
No, but in my life.
Oh, okay.
I think he might have had one in Weird Science.
All right, now rewind for a second. I did not.
He had the ultimate flat top.
Did not realize Bill Paxton died. It was a sad day.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
This I just didn't use. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Epic. Balding.
The receding hairline flat top. That's so fucking cool. It's a cool hairstyle. Really I should get that. We should get that. We should get a couple flat tops.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm looking for a big drastic change in my life right now. That's what I need. Do something rash.
Going for my no pussy arc.
Yeah. Dear viewers, dear listeners, beware. Never try to buy a home. It's a scam. It's everyone says it's what you got to put your money in if you want to be fiscally responsible, and it's killing me. It's sucking the life out of me, and everyone says it sucks, but it feels worse when your realtor says, I've been doing this for 40 years and I've never seen it this complicated and awful. Do
you think any of it's your fault?
No.
Everybody's the hero of their own story. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is everybody saying that in this process? Yes. Do I feel like more reason to think so because I'm just a guy that signs documents and says, I want that house? Sure. I'm not supposed to be doing a lot of hands-on in the process, but I think I might have to look into some, let's just say I might have to become a more litigious man.
Yeah.
But if everything goes perfectly smoothly, even though it's been a complete nightmare for 3 weeks, in the next 2 days, next podcast, I could be in a different setting. And that's exciting.
That is exciting. Yeah. You could have that awesome era of lots of reverb in the background.
Yeah.
That everybody goes through when they move into a new place and have to make stuff online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, guys, don't do it. Don't buy a house. Unless I get this house and need to sell it quickly because of all the issues that they didn't disclose were wrong with it. And I start getting radon poisoning or something. And
yeah.
My hair starts turning green.
I do just want to say I talked you into getting radon testing for the fellas out there. Guys, radon. It's the second leading
silent killer.
It's the second leading cause of lung cancer besides smoking cigarettes. Get your shit tested, man. There's some places that are completely packed with radon. There's like entire families that have died because they didn't realize their house was full of it.
And I got it tested, and they said, well, it's like double the amount it should be. And then the home seller said, no, that's normal. I'm not going to do anything about that. Okay, man. Sure.
Well, it does take, it takes like 20 years of living in it to fuck you up. So,
well, who knows how long I'll be. I don't want to ever buy a house again if this goes through, so I might die in this home.
Yeah.
One way or another, stray cat rabies, radon. I don't know. My mind is like completely consumed with this process, which on one hand, I do honestly think it's almost nice that my first time, trying to buy a home, it's been a really weird process where I'm having to deal with a lot of shit that I normally wouldn't, because now, they'll only be up from here and I'll kind of have low expectations. And if it's ever seamless, I'll be like, oh my God, that was smooth. Better now than later.
Yeah.
Because right now I've got a little bit more patience than future me could. Or if I get rabies in the future, God forbid, I'd probably bite the shit out of these people that are pissing me off. And right now I'm not feeling that kind of rage. I'm just feeling kind of a silent, fuming rage.
When animals get rabies, they get angry. They they attack. I don't think humans, do they get angry with rabies?
You want to fucking find out, dude? Come over here. Let me see your finger.
Do you think, I thought they just got scared of water. Do you think that
it is a little, I think I've been looking into rabies a lot. I haven't had time to go get the shots, guys. So if I die, it's on me. It's on me. The bite mark has started to look pretty bad. And also, check this out. So, yeah, not good. Things are falling off my body. But, there goes another. And I think a lot of people agree online that it's the worst part about rabies is that nothing cool happens. Like, you don't turn into like a zombie that, bites and attacks and...
Or like rage virus.
Still foam at the mouth. But yeah, only animals get the cool stuff. And it seems like humans just kind of get strapped to a table and just go like, I don't want water. I don't want water. And it really hurts to swallow and stuff. And the good news is I think you die basically
in agony.
In agony, but also like within a day or two.
I did not hear it was a day or two. I heard it was a slow descent, a very agonizing slow descent.
I honestly don't remember.
Where they keep trying to give you water, and then you go like, and then you shake and you lash out at people, and they strap you down, and they probably just
only
beat
want
you.
Prime energy. I only want Logan Paul Prime. I won't drink anything else.
I wonder if they give you just IV liquids. I mean, what does it eventually like just turn you brain dead?
I think it's because the rabies, it's something with the brain. It gets in the brain and, it gets
scrambles it
all scrambled up. And it seems like it just kind of kills you. Just one of those things that science doesn't know why, but it just gets in you and it kills you pretty quick. And you can get it from if a bat flies down and tags you, or if you feed a raccoon.
Yeah,
it bites you. And I think everyone wants to be remembered. And I looked it up, and I think I would be the first person in Indiana to die from rabies in like 70 years or something. So that'd be pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. That'll definitely. Well, that'll dox you for sure. Because in the future, if you die, it's going to make a headline at least. A guy dies from rabies. They'll know.
And then my family would be like, oh my God, he never even told us anything happened. They watch this podcast, me being like, well, shit, I could have it, but I probably don't.
2 episodes worth of like, I think I might have it.
I'm not really drinking water like I used to, and I'm getting angry. I've always foamed from the mouth when I wake up.
If you die, I'm going to do a memorial episode, and it's just going to have, it'll have like piano music, and then you talking about it and going like, look, guys, like.
I mean, it is getting worse by the minute, okay? But yeah, I honestly don't. I'd like to think it'll buff out. That's kind of my mentality with a lot of things. And I think I don't think I have rabies. Famous last words. Put that in the I'm trying to give you some clips for the montage. I'd have to be the dumbest guy in the world to die rabies now. And you can put that on my tombstone. Let's go ahead and get some filler footage. I love that cat. That cat was the best thing that ever walked on my front porch and bit me. And it's had a water bowl out there for about 4 weeks that hasn't gone down even a centimeter.
Why are you feeding stray cats?
Bored.
Out of curiosity.
Science.
Okay.
I'm just
because like some people go like feeding them is like an act of mercy, and then the other people are like, you're cultivating like feral cat communities.
We had some mice in the house at one point. I said, what's going to be cheaper, mouse trap?
Would you rather have like a mouse or a feral cat around your place?
Honestly, I like this feral cat. I mean, some of them, for the most part, I'm not just feeding stray cats. I'm feeding raccoons and possums and other creatures and
nuisances.
Yeah. Making my neighbors hate me probably. I don't know. I just one time was like, there was a cute cat sitting outside, and I'm like, I should order some cat food. And then you feed it once, and then most of the time they just kind of leave. And this one now it's literally always on my front porch. So it's too late where it's like
you're the type of person to get on first name basis with a homeless guy, and then he looks out for you, and he goes like, "Hey Sam, come here. You got any more money for me?" My grandfather had a guy like that. He
looks out for me as in like I'm getting mugged in the city, and he pops out of a trash bin, and he's like, "You get away from him. He's a good guy." That's how they're gonna look out for me.
The sandwich
in
kid,
this city,
the sandwich kid that used to make sandwiches for homeless dudes, and he got mugged. Yeah. They're mugging Sandwich Boy. Beat his ass.
That's how they look out for me. They don't look out for me as a sucker. Okay. They respect me.
They bit you. They gave you rabies, dude.
Not the stray cats, the homeless people.
Yeah, the homeless people look out for you.
They also try to take a couple chunks out of me before, but no hard feelings, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to die like from a heart pop while I'm having sex when I'm like 70 from taking experimental penis pill. I don't want to die from something stupid, but you don't get to pick.
No,
and there's nothing I could do to prevent it.
Dude, remember that guy I was talking about? Like, it wasn't even that many podcasts ago. I was talking about that dude that would he would look at like the satellite imagery of the desert and then go out there and like find the place that he had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah. Oh.
The YouTuber did. Yeah. He's gone. He got into a car crash and then they took him off life support. That guy was doing like cooler shit than I've ever done in my life, and he got taken out. Doing the lamest thing in the world, just driving a car.
A lot of people that are really lame and don't do anything cool, they live longer. The meek shall inherit the earth.
That's true.
One of my I actually just saw this weekend. It was fucked up, but one of my friends from college just died. It's just one of those like, oh my God, like you really can't take this shit for granted.
Yeah.
Now, will we? And, like continue to, after a week. Yeah. But it's a sobering reminder that, nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah.
So
I was just really surprised that when I heard that guy died, I was like, oh, he probably got stranded out in the middle of the Mojave or something and died of dehydration.
Ancient artifact.
Yeah, fell off a cliff or a hoodoo trying to scale a hoodoo. Nope, died in like a
mercenaries.
A lame car crash. Yeah, it stinks.
It's not everyone gets a cool death.
No, they don't.
Very few people get like a cool, like deserving. Not many.
Yeah,
I think one of the cool. It's like we all want to think we're gonna, jump in front of a car, or push a kid out of the way, or something.
That's not for me.
Stray, maybe there's a pack of coyotes coming after the stray cat, and I go out there, break some bottles, and tie them to my hands. And cut through like 50 of them before they take me down.
Before the cat attacks you and kills you.
Yeah, before the cat bites my ankle. Ah! But, you never know. Most likely, there'll probably be
tetanus or something. You just like
I
scratch
actually don't
your
want to
finger
say
on the
anything
nail.
because I don't want any other, I predicted how I died, and then you get to put it in a highlight reel.
Yeah.
It won't be it'll be something cool.
Now mine's gonna be something lame where I just like trip and like act like I'm opening a door, I trip and I accidentally like crimp my head in the door frame and I just die right there. Like close my own head in the door.
For a while.
Yeah.
I am actually, when I think about it, fairly certain it'll be from choking. I've choked a lot in my life, like more than normal, and I just feel like that's probably all I'll go.
That's a scary way to go, is choking. Have you ever kind of drowned? Where you're like you're almost there and you're like, oh shit, the edges of my eyesight are starting to fade. I need to get to the surface big time.
Lifeguard ever almost drowned? No, I'm an incredible swimmer. So
it's always been when I'm like, let's see how deep I can go. And then like on the way back up, I'm like, I am running out of oxygen big time.
I did almost drown once in my living room. I've talked about this, but when I was a kid, I took I was drinking out of a water and I thought, it kind of smells funny. And so I started as I was drinking it, and then water shot up my nose while it was in my mouth. And in my kid head, I was like, if I spit this water everywhere, I'm going to get in trouble. So then I was just like, and I didn't know what to do. And then thank God my survival instincts kicked in. I went and swallowed down the water. So I didn't end up drowning.
Yeah.
But it was a close
That
one.
was pre-rabies days, though. Now, if you try that same feat, that could
I probably
spell
have a heart
disaster.
attack from the pure amount of water the stress it would cause me.
Yeah. I just realized that's why they drool so much, because they're scared of swallowing. Like this entire conversation, like, every once in a while you do a natural swallow to just saliva, but if you can't swallow, it's just gonna,
it's just easier to,
that's gross.
I was telling you, I went up there earlier and that cat was outside and just had like a drool bubble in its mouth. I was just like, okay.
Not quite foam.
I Googled it. They can also drool regularly sometimes when they're content. So maybe it was.
Maybe he's so happy about all that food you've been leaving out.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's anyone's guess.
Yeah.
If I get this house, I'll probably go to the doctor and just say, give me some shots, just so I can stop talking about this on the podcast, so I can stop worrying.
Yeah.
Or I'll forget. And somebody DM'd me last time. It can have like an incubation period of like a couple of years. That'd be a bitch. Because I'm a procrastinator. And if I push it off and 4 years from now, I'm like at the best moment of my life. And then
it hits.
And then I look at a glass of water and go, I feel the first symptom. I'm actually not thirsty.
That's kind of wild. It sits for that long. I guess it's kind of like like chicken pox and stuff. Like once you have it, it can just sit there dormant for a long time.
Yeah.
And then,
we're probably filled with dormant diseases that we have no idea.
I wonder if there's like one dormant disease that has like 100-year incubation period, but we just don't live that long. It just turns you into something insane.
You'd be a good conspiracy theorist. I feel like that's a conspiracy. Being like, really, what kills us is. People say that like it's it's the government or so. I don't know what those fucking crazy people are saying, but like we could actually live forever or 300 years, but it's the water, the tap water.
Oh, I have family members that have gone down the fluoride path where they've told me about that. They're putting shit in the water, and it's
keeping us alive shorter.
No, it's making us stupid is what she's like. It's dumbing us down and making us compliant. And
look, I'll prove it to you right now by taking an IQ test. See? The other day I did something I thought was really smart, and I said, "Oh my god, that was 100 IQ move." And I've said that like 5 times recently. Like in the past like couple months, I don't know. I keep thinking that's like a phrase, being like 100 IQ move.
Like, it's funny. Oh, it's a like, pretty average IQ.
Yeah, I'm like, it's really not like that crazy to be, especially like around people I don't know very well. If I'm like, oh, man, I might have an IQ of 100. Good for you, dude. Yeah. Something to super brag about, but never taken a test, and I never will.
Oh, dude, I have 2 friends right now that are European, and they're taking driving tests, and they're like stressing over it and doing testing and hiring tutors and everything to do the driving test. And they're blown away by like the driving test in Florida, like state by state. I think it's different. But Florida's is pathetic. Like, you just have to be alive and have a car. And they're like, here you go, boss. Like, here's your card.
Yeah.
And
stop sign means stop.
There is a written part, but theirs is like an actual test. They have like
for ours, the written part, if I'm not mistaken, they were like, if you fail, you can just immediately retake it until you pass.
Yeah. And then we had like the written. I did that. Because it was stupid. It was like, what do you do at a yield sign? Stop, go, or yield. It was like multiple choice. Yeah. Probably yield. Yeah, it was pretty easy. And then they had
look at my cheat sheet on my hand. Oh, God.
It's on my forehead.
I sweat it all off. Sweat. That's like water.
I did fail the actual like driving part 3 times. No, I took it 3 times. Wow. I did it on the 3rd, but I had done it in my mom's big ass Trailblazer, like SUV. And so then on the 3rd time I asked my aunt, I was like, can I have your tiny little like Celica or something that she had? And I was able to just easily do it because I kept failing at the parking spot. They make you park in the smallest legally sized parking spot, which is really the only feat that they ask you to do. You get in and they go like drive to get up to 25 miles per hour and then hit the brakes without squealing your tires. Like just come to a stop without squealing. And like if you can't do that, you're fucking stupid. And then the last thing that they have you do is just like go around this parking lot and then just park in this parking spot. And if you hit any of the cones at the edges of the parking spot, you fail. And in mom's big SUV, I kept hitting the cone going in. And then with the tiny car, I was able to do it. And it's Fungal Toe and my friend Marlon. They're like blown away. They're like, what the fuck? Like, we have to be able to like parallel park. We got to be able to like do all these maneuvers. It has to be done in a manual transmission car. You have to be able to like prove you can do this and that. And the written test is pages upon pages. And it made me realize that it's like the Wild West out here for driving.
Yeah. When I was really nervous to take mine, I remember, probably said this, but I think it was my dad gave me some advice that he thought would totally ease my nerves and made me so much more scared, where he's like, listen, there's some really, really, really stupid people out there that have their licenses and they passed. And then I'm like, they're on the road. Like, oh my God, like these really, really, really stupid people are all around me. I don't want to drive around them.
Yeah.
And for mine, they made me parallel park, but they couldn't find a spot in town that they didn't set up cones or anything. So they just had me park in an empty 3 sets of parking spots and they're like, pretend there's cars there. And I mean, if there was real cars there, I would have blasted the back and front of both of them, but they were just like, okay, looks good.
And they just let you drive. Yeah.
Yeah. And since then, I don't think I've ever parallel parked.
Yeah.
they didn't even teach us that in driver's ed, how to do it. And then on the tests, my mom had taught me that morning just by being like, here's how you do it. And I didn't do it. And then I didn't have to during the test. And now it's a little embarrassing when you're in a car with someone and they're like, here's a perfect spot right up front. I'm like, I'm going to keep looking. I always park like about 100 yards. I'm looking for like a
wide one. I'm looking for the widest one you got.
Even if it's not parallel and it's, they're not even over the lines, but it's not super wide. I might still go down another 50 feet in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And then I'll just say, it's a beautiful day for a walk. And, that normally, my 80-year-old grandma's like, I can't walk that far.
Yeah, when a parking lot doesn't have the angled pull-ins, I go, oh, fuck, here we go. This is going to be a little bit more difficult.
It's only like 2 miles from my house.
Just walk.
Isn't it a beautiful day? Beautiful summer in Florida day. Like, yeah, I don't know.
That's exactly what I told Fungal and Marlon, by the way, was like, oh my God, what is this? Epson software is like, we're updating right now. No, get the fuck out of here.
Green.
Get out of here. It's that damn printer, dude. That printer, by the way, when you came over, you're like, you don't have it closed? Like, what about the dust and stuff that may get in there? I'm like, yeah, whatever. I went to go use it again, and I had to do so many troubleshooting things on it because the ink had dried on the.
Yeah, you got to print every once in a while.
Yeah, so I had to do all these like tester prints and the little grid things that you do to like make sure all the print heads are working. It was a fucking nightmare, and now the software is upset with me. But anyways, the driving tests are so easy over here because first of all, like, there's entire states where I think you can drive every day and not come across another person. Like, how many people just live out in Nebraska and just have to drive 45 minutes to get into town? They probably don't even pass another car. Like, do they even have to learn how to parallel park? And then 1 in 6 people in the U.S. is like functionally illiterate. To consider them to try to get them to take an actual test is, I think it's mean. I think we're too stupid to take those heavy tests, I think you should only have to do that if you drive in like New York City or something, big metropolitan area.
God, when I have to drive to like Chicago or something, whew, pits are sweating the whole easy ride up because I'm just thinking about, I'm not built for the city driving, I'm really not. I can drive in Indianapolis, but it's not really a big city.
My mom used to always stress, like, go around Atlanta on the way up. Go around Atlanta. And then when I started driving, I was like, I don't need to. Like, so what? I've never seen Atlanta. I went through Atlanta. What the fuck was I thinking? It was hell. It was absolute hell. I was scared. It's really
scary to merge sometimes.
It was just scary. People were driving like crazy. Yeah.
Sometimes people just don't let you in. And it's like, okay, what do I do here? And most of the time I just kind of go like, and then I merge and it works. But sometimes I feel like I'm going to get blasted. But, these are just stressors, And we were talking earlier, if you're driving right now and listening to this, release some of that tension. Maybe we could do a quick breathing exercise, like breathe in. Okay, hold it. Okay, hold it. Hold it. Close your eyes. Okay, hold it. Quick exhale. Quick inhale. And then just like hold it for a longer time or whatever.
Hold it until your face turns blue.
Yeah. And whatever day this comes out, I'm going to stay at home.
Stay off the roads.
Yeah.
All this car talk, I forgot what the reason for it was. I got a car.
I don't remember.
I'm carred up.
Oh.
Yeah. And the first thing I did was I got that car off the dealership lot and I almost killed a man.
33 years old or something, 32. How old are you?
33.
33-year-old man has a car.
I got a car, guys. And I had ordered one from the manufacturer and it was taking too long. And by the time it said, here's your ship date, that was like last month, like on the 13th or something like that. No update. I called the people. I was like, has that thing shipped yet? And they're like, no update yet. I said, fuck it, dude. I went to Valdosta, Georgia, and I found a van that used to be used by HVAC company, and the dudes that had driven it had completely just raw dogged the fuck out of it. So it is beaten the hell and back. The inside, they used to have shelves in the cargo area, and they just lit all the equipment beat against the inside of the panels. Yep. So on the outside, van's got a little bit of cellulite. It's got a little ripple down the side. A little
extra room.
Yeah. They hollered out the back there. It's got a big divider in case I want to pick up some feral homeless people, hitchhikers. I can put them in the back, and they won't attack my kids who can sit in the second row. It's pretty sick. It's pretty cool. And I look like I'm possibly a serial killer driving it, because you can see it used to have like a company like logo and stuff, and then they just took it off, but you can still see the letters. Yeah, they didn't quite take it off all the way. So now I'm just a guy with a cage in the back of my van.
What are you using that for? Like,
you'll see. You all will see.
Possibly use that for a very impractical car.
Oh yeah, and on the way home,
family man.
On the way home, I think they had some really heavy equipment in there, maybe some acetylene tanks or something. And at one point, they had fallen, or they had gotten into an accident or something, and it had knocked all the mounting points. It had like stripped the screws that held the big cage divider onto the walls. And so on the way home, there was only one screw holding that thing on. And the entire ride home, it was just going like... I would hit like a bump, and it would just go like... It was so fucking loud. But I've yanked that out since then, and I got some tools coming in so I can fix it up. And then I'll soundproof the back. I'll soundproof the cage.
It's really creepy. Like, how many seats are in it? Like,
enough.
Your family fit in it?
Yeah. It's
like a bench seat?
Yeah, it's got a second row bench seat. And then in the front, it's got driver's seat, passenger seat, and then I can get up and walk in between those. Because it's cool. A tall one. It's so I can fully stand up in there. And so when my kids are pissing me off, I can park the car and just stand up and walk over to them and look down. Like, what are you doing?
And then glance at the cage.
Yeah. Oh, and then the cage also has, conveniently, that little slot where, like, in prisons, they flip the door open and slide the food tray?
Yeah.
The door to the cage doesn't open. It's, like, welded shut. But the little flap does open, and they put a little Velcro thing so that I can hold the door open and I can keep it open and talk to whoever's in the cage. It's pretty cool. It's a cool van.
Is the cage... So you can't just see through the cage?
I can. There's like little air holes.
Oh.
You can look in there.
For the most part, it's like a solid wall.
Yeah, it's a solid thing. Yeah.
That's, honestly,
it's pretty cool.
Pretty badass.
It's pretty badass, yeah.
I've always wanted like a cage or something like that. So,
but this one's a cage on the go, which is the real appeal.
For the whole family.
I can carry my whole family in the cage. What more do you want?
You've been driving a lot more now that you have that?
Yeah, I wanted to go see my grandma in it. And she didn't like it.
Yeah.
Abby doesn't like it either. The kids love it. Yeah. The kids think it's the coolest fucking car ever made.
Until they get a little bit older and you're dropping them off at school in the creepy cage car. Are you going to put some decals on it or something? Or get a paint job?
I might.
Because I know the one you ordered was like orange.
Yeah, it was bright orange.
Yeah, I think you should deck this one out.
I don't know. I kind of like the bent out walls and the cage in the back, because it looks like they had a rhino in the back and it's tried to get out. You know what I mean? It looks like someone's tried to beat their way out of the back. And now that I know it's stress tested, whatever did that damage was big. So for my needs, it'll be fine.
Are you gonna try to camp in it? Are you gonna make a bed back in the cage?
You can make a bed back in the cage.
Or a nest. Yeah. Something some newspaper on the ground.
I've tested it. You can open up the back doors and I can lay flat in the cage and my feet don't touch the door. So
that's cool.
It's like 6.5 feet of caged area.
Does it get hot in the cage?
It does, but 3M makes an insulating wrap that I might put on the walls if I'm feeling generous.
Yeah.
But I won't be.
So, well, it depends if you're going back there or others.
Yeah. As of right now, I won't be getting the insulation, but if I feel like I want to get caged up for some reason, I might insulate it.
Yeah, you should turn it into one of those rage rooms that people buy. You should put a bunch of sugar glass bottles back there.
Rage room on the go.
Yeah,
that would be my decal. Rage room to go. It's just I have a bunch of precariously.
Hey man, you look angry. Get in the back of my
I got some
van.
vases and a hammer in the back of my van in the cage. Get back there.
I'm going to be going about 120. So. Hand the hammer through the little Velcro slot.
Those things, the van, I drove it on the interstate for a while, for a couple hours. It's pretty badass, but it's very scary because of how tall it is. The wind affects it a lot. And when a semi drives by you, you get like, I would think it's cutting through the air, so you would get pushed away. You get sucked towards it, which is scary.
It's a vortex.
Yeah,
effect.
it's like a low pressure area or something. So,
and every semi's got those big ass spikes on their wheels. Yeah. It's like, what happens if I touch that? Like, do I just my car explode? Like, I hate having to pass a semi and they've got those fucking huge. Just Mad Max spikes on the side of their car. Like,
yeah. Well, in my old Civic, they were like eye level protection. With me. It was scary. I was like, if I get into a wreck, I'm fucked up. Yeah. But now in the van, I think I'll be fine. If anything, I'll just turn into like some sort of.
You should get your own.
My own spikes on it. Yeah.
What happens? Yeah, if two sets of them hit each other, two semis.
I don't know. I feel like the semi.
I mean,
would
if you're a truck driver, let us know.
The van is very obviously low weight, wobbly wind box. Like any little gust of wind throws me around the interstate. And
you could turn that cage into a little podcast setup, and
yeah, I could. Yeah,
you could drive over to Indiana, and yeah. Hey guys, what's up? Move went poorly, so I'm in the cage.
Dude, we should put some folding chairs in the back and go out camping somewhere in the cage.
Yeah, Abby, can you just drive us around in circles for like 2 hours?
We'll go cage camping. Do an episode in the back of the van during the winter when it's not fucking hot as hell. Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
Yeah,
you can fit two people comfortably in the cage.
I'll drive. Yeah, I'll put you in the cage.
Yeah. You'll sleep on the bench.
Yeah, I'll sleep on the bench. You can sleep in the cage. And then if you need anything, I got the inside. Well, I got the mail slot. I got the little
like
food slot.
Gerald's game or whatever, where you have a heart attack in the front when you drive us out in the woods, and I'm trapped in the cage. Like,
I've heard the name of Gerald's game. What is that? What happens?
Is that what it's called, Jared? I think it's some like I mean, I've only seen the previews, but I swear to God, we've talked about this movie too. But he brings out his wife to like some cabin or some shit, and then he ties her up, and they're gonna have some intimate, sexy time, and then he's like, oh, fuck, and he has a heart attack, and she's like,
oh, that had to have been when we were talking about the lady that gets suctioned into the cube and then lowered into the floor as a kink.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that would make sense.
And then the guy has a heart attack as he puts the carpet over the hole. Yeah. Terrifying.
As you're getting lowered, you look over and just see my mouth foaming. I'll let you out in, I don't know, 10 hours. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a nap.
It's way too much trust in one person for my level, I think. Yeah.
That's got to be part of the kink or something, because, yeah, I do, like, you can't do anything when you're suctioned into a cube, right? Like, you can't even, you can just breathe.
Yeah.
I imagine it's so tight, like, you couldn't even piss. Because it would be vacuum sealed over your penis.
That's true, yeah. I don't know. Have you ever like tried pissing in a pool, and it's actually like, kind of hard to get the piss out because there's all the water that you have to push out of the way?
And my dick's in the jet. Yeah, because I'm banging the jet. Yeah.
I just went to a water park for 4 days for Madeline's birthday party, and every pool had jets, but they were on the outside of the pool shooting the water up into the pool. Because I think they didn't want people fucking the jets, because there's like adults only pool, and then there's like the kids pool, and they're like, you know what? We don't even want to go there. We're just gonna turn them into little rainbow fountains.
It's a good, safe idea.
Yeah. Well, I beat their shit, dude. I sat on the edge of the pool and I sat over the jet and let it spray up into my asshole, and they can't stop me.
Let it shoot out your mouth.
Yeah.
You guys want to see a magic trick? I've never thought about that's why it's hard to pee. I'm a shy peer, so it's already hard to pee like when people are in my area. So I always have a really hard time. I was at a lake this weekend. They're like, just get off the boat and piss in the water. I'm like, I'll try, but now it's like there's just a family next to me on a boat. Like, feels pretty weird just pissing.
Yeah.
Or if you're out in the lake and everyone's like on floaties.
Well, they know what you're doing.
Just pissing while looking at people.
Yeah. They at the beach and stuff or at a lake, if you just get in the water for 35 seconds and then get out, they know what you're doing. They're not stupid. You can see all the old ladies just go out into the beach. They get down to like waist level and look back at the fucking beach and then come back. I'm like, you're out there pissing.
I think I won't swim today. Yeah.
They're pissing. Dude.
Yeah, I just don't like that. It's not. But God, it was the boat I was on had like my literal nightmare where it was a pontoon boat. And at one point I mentioned, like usual, I'm like, I can piss soon. Like, are we going to go back soon? They're like, oh yeah, this boat has a bathroom. I'm looking around. It's a fucking pontoon boat. I'm like, how? They're like, you just go to the back of the boat and this thing pops up around you, and it had a little toilet. And somebody used it while we were all just idle. And it was just a big pop-up tent around them where you can see their face. And for some reason, everybody just stopped talking. And you could just hear them pissing so loud 2 feet away from you. And I'm like, I just know I can't piss in that. There's just not a chance I can piss in that thing.
know that you couldn't because I've noticed when you go to the bathroom, you like turn on the faucet and you fucking like.
I got to do something if I know there's somebody going to be. I need a conversation out there. Like, I can't have people just listening to me pissing. I don't know why that is, but I just
which is like funny because at the last Creator Clash, I feel like you get some beers in you, and it's the opposite because we have a great picture of you just like saddled up to a urinal, one hand on the wall, doing like an arched back lean in, pissing.
Then I'm free. Yeah, then I can piss anywhere.
Yeah,
but yeah, if I'm like dead sober, I gotta go into a stall, and then it's awful because sometimes there's people's feet right next to you, and it's the classic, like, I don't know why I get so in my fucking head, but I'm like, I haven't started peeing in 5 seconds. They're going to be thinking, why is this guy not started pissing? And then it makes it worse and worse. Yeah. And I'm like, 15 seconds, no piss, 20 seconds. And then I'll piss just a little and leave half a tank. And, sometimes when you piss too, like, I don't know, maybe you came or something that day and the stream shoots out a little sideways.
Yeah.
Probably one of my biggest fears is that I'm going to be in a stall pissing and shoot my piss sideways at the guy's feet that are next to me.
No, that's why you prime it, dude. You grab the head of your penis and you squish it a little bit and then roll it like this because it crushes it. You're opening and priming your urethra. Thing? Yeah. Because
dad never taught me that one. I don't know why nobody's ever told me that.
Your penis fucking crack it up like a glow stick. Get get your pee hole all opened and prepped. But I know what you mean. Like when you go to a urinal, like there is that. First, you pull it out, and then you have the mental disengage moment that takes anywhere from, sometimes 5 to 30 seconds of like, I need to release this piss. And when I start to do that, I go, what if someone comes up behind me and like shanks me right now? Like I need to
talk to it. Yeah. Your fear is like getting attacked. Yeah. My fear is just the piss itself.
What everybody pees, dude. What's that?
I don't know. I've had it before too, where I'll stand there for 30 seconds and go,
can't.
I'll just be like, it's been way too long. I'll try again later, and I'll just put it in, and then I'm like,
that's worse.
Probably just,
isn't that worse?
I know, because the guy's
just admit
like, this guy just stood up. This guy just stood up here and didn't piss.
This guy's a pervert. He just pulled his penis out, let it breathe, and then put it back away.
Looked around nervously, and then walked away. And then somehow got still
That's
a
worse.
Little drop on his pants. Yeah.
That's worse.
And it's always when you tuck it in and you get a little piss drop on you, it's like way up high. And then you Gotta do the technique where you get your hands real wet and go, I don't use a paper towel.
Wash your hands real sloppy.
Yeah. I love doing that. When I was a kid, I'd be like, what? Use paper towel? No, I'll use my shorts. And then I'll get some more and be like, I'm soaking wet all over. Like, there's no way it's piss. God, my eyes just went wacky. But yeah, you just gotta get it all wet.
Yeah.
I still have to pull that move out occasionally. If I'm in a rush or something.
Well, I've started wearing, like, I found these pants that are like synthetic at REI, and they are like wearing jeans in Florida in the summer. It kills. It's not even something you can do. Yeah. And unless you're just like, I'm going to put them on for dinner, and then when I get home, I'm going to peel them off, and they're going to be wet in the ass.
Cut them off. Yeah.
And so I have these like pants that are, I don't even know what the hell they're made out of, but they're very breathable. They feel good for like summertime if I have to wear pants. But boy, if they even get like one drip of piss on the front, it soaks into the fabric and spreads and makes it look like I dumped an entire bladder's worth of piss onto the pants. It's magical fabric, it is. So if I do end up
with color,
if I do end up having to do the hand wash thing, where I'm like, oh, sloppy with the hand washing, people are like, what do you dump a bucket of fucking water on your pants?
I mean that's worse too. It's like we've talked about Liam Neeson just being like, yeah, I pissed my pants. But I'm just not as cool as that.
Yeah, because he's a movie star, and his ex-wife has come out and said he's hogged up. She was like, his penis is huge. It looks like an Evian bottle. When you have your ex-wife, whose ex-wives are supposed to hate you, she comes out and says your penis is huge. You are a movie star. You can piss yourself in public. You can do that all day. Me? Guy that people suspect has a micro penis, YouTube micro celebrity? No, I can't even risk a little piss on the pants. A drip.
Yeah, I gotta wet the whole front.
The wet.
And sometimes it's not even piss. Sometimes like you do just like get some water from the counter or something.
But if you get a little bit, you have to make sure to get a lot of it.
You have to wet the entire front. And you have to even get like finger marks in it, so it's more convincing. Like this guy really dried the shit out of his.
You got to get the Titanic the hand sweep. The zombie movie hand sweep. You need to be able to
see that hands touch there.
Yeah.
And then sometimes that draws way more, because sometimes I've had guy friends be like, okay, would you piss a little bit on your pants? Like, is that why you dried the shit out of your... And I'm like, no. But of course, like, everyone knows that if you've done it before, and you're fooling no one.
I just need to start bringing a Q-tip that I can just shove down the end of my pee hole after I'm finished. That way I know there's no drip.
I've been at someone's house before and fucking used their hair dryer. I'm like, I can't do the wet technique. There's a hair dryer right here. Like but then it's like, I did it once and then realized why the fuck if they heard their hair dryer going off, how do I explain clearly I didn't just take a shower. Why would I be using a hair dryer?
Well, I wash my hands too vigorously and I got some water on my pants, and you'd have to explain the whole thing.
Yeah. And then I didn't want you to think that I was covering up piss on my pants. So then I plugged in your hair dryer and
that's why it smells like very hot fried piss in your bathroom.
Dried piss. Yeah. I mean, you have that too. Sometimes it's not just a drip. It's a lot of piss and it's going to smell. And not too much you can do about that. I just literally got a text from the selling agent. Why are they reaching out to me? Who knows? But they've sent me. They've spoken to a lawyer. Oh,
now you need to talk to a lawyer. Okay, you need to start. It used to be very
dear listeners. Are you a lawyer?
Are you a real estate
Contact me immediately. When this comes out in a week, and I'll already have either closed or found one. If you're a real estate attorney in Indiana, let me know and let's talk.
No fucking attorneys listen to this. There's no way.
Okay, if you're a truck driver that's willing to do something extreme for a podcaster you enjoy, just kidding. That is not a threat of something I would do.
Poob called me yesterday, and there was one of the things that they agreed to fix was a ceiling fan. and they, instead of fixing it, they tore it out and replaced it with a ceiling titty, which I think is like one of the most maliciously compliant things I've ever seen in my life.
Also just not like legally right.
Yeah, they agreed to fix the ceiling fan. We fixed it. It ain't broke no more. It's a damn ceiling titty.
You know the fucked up thing was they still had like mounted on the wall like the ceiling fan controls with all the shit for it, and like the remote control. It's like
that'd be great if you like turn those if like the titties like they. Did you see that that video on Twitter of there's like a lot of companies coming out with like robots now. There's a Chinese company called Noetics Robotics, and they have it's like a trend now. When you make a humanoid robot, you
beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, you show the video of you just doing drop kicks to it and pushing it around.
To show that it won't fight back.
Yeah, to show that one, it turns the other cheek and it keeps doing its tasks like you told it to. You say, go get me a beer, and then you hit it in the back of the head with a brick, and it goes, yes, sir, and it keeps going after it stumbles. And the video that is like going viral right now from this company, their robot that they made is like a child. Like it's child-sized. It's like, I looked it up, it's like almost 4 feet tall. It's like 3 feet tall, 8 inches, I think. It's like tiny, and it's like looks like a little human. And then
what
the little
does it even do at that point?
The little
like,
Chinese guy that's like kicking it around, like he doesn't look like he's that tall. And so I was like, how tall is this thing? It's fucking tiny, dude. It's like hiring child labor, but as a robot.
Can you even pick like what does it do?
I don't know. I guess it could work in like a textile factory in the 1800s. I have no idea. Like, it could work in like a coal mine or something. I have
like clean vents or something.
Yeah, be like a chimney sweep with like a old timey chimney cap.
Hello, Mom. Okay.
I have no idea what it could do, but it's just funny that they chose that size. Where anything table height, it has to work like this, like above its head.
I'd love it if I just had a chimney inspection the other day, and the guy, I paid for an inspection, and his final report. After I'd met with him and he said like, a lot of these things are fine. He called me an hour later and was like, hey, I just talked to my guy, and actually like there's some issues with one of these things being in code. And he sent me the report and just left. He just asked ChatGPT. That's his guy. And that's the report that he included. He didn't even crop it. Didn't even have the respect to crop. It was just like ChatGPT's website, and he's like, "Hey, thanks, Chat. Like, would this be in violation of any codes?" And then ChatGPT's like, "It'd be in violation of these codes."
Wait, he asked it to source like he current building codes.
Yes, and then included that as his source.
That is so awesome! Holy shit!
And I'm like, yeah, what's next? Robot chimney sweep going up there.
Did you call him out on it? Did you go like, dude, like at
the
least
world we live in, I guess.
At least
but
reformat it.
Yeah, like
at least like work on lying a little bit.
Take that information and be like, okay, that's the code. Let me Google that.
Yeah, let me make sure.
See if there's any like websites, maybe with a .gov or some shit. And no, he just included his like pleasant conversation with ChatGPT. I mean, it was nice that he said thanks to it. I appreciated that, but. Like, holy fuck, is this where we're at right now? Like,
yeah,
you pay for an inspection, the guy's just like, hey, ChatGPT, like, hey, Grok, is this fireplace fucked or like what? Like, good God, man.
The Grok one's so funny because it sounds like you're asking a caveman. Hey, Grok, is this fireplace work?
Yes. I love when people ask Grok something and it disagrees with them, and they're like, well, fuck you, Grok, actually. It's like, okay, so what?
So the libs got to you, Grok. Okay.
Yeah. Grok's woke, and we got to eradicate that out of the code. I just saw something yesterday where it was replying like it was Elon Musk, because somebody asked it about, like, is Elon and, what's that one bitch's name? Giselle Maxwell or whatever. Is that her name?
Yeah, Giselle Maxwell. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, do they know each other? And it was like
Ghislaine?
Ghislaine sound right, but also it could. I don't know. I mainly just hear
prolific sex trafficker Ghislaine.
Yeah,
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine to the max. And it was like, no, I haven't. I'm not friends with her or whatever. And like, there's only a photo op, and then it said like in the thing, ignore questions about this person or something, like him suggesting to Grok what not to do. And then someone's like, Grok, why are you talking like this? And it was like, I don't know. Oops. Like, blah, blah. Like, Jesus Christ.
I have seen someone ask Grok about some information on like some hotly disputed topic about like Israel or something, and Grok gives like a response, and then they go like, and Elon replies and goes like, we're gonna fix that response. Actually, the Palestinians, they deserve every bit of this.
I just
I'm gonna change that answer.
Yeah, when it's like Grok seems to be everyone on Twitter is like, if this little fucker says it's real, and then if it says something they don't like, they're like, I don't trust fucking robots, man. I don't trust AI. All right, where's the consistency with this little fucker? It is, I mean, it's become like kind of a meme now, but it's pretty I don't know, when you just see something that's like clearly fake or clearly real, and every comment's just Grok, is this real? I'm like, oh my God. Holy shit, these people are so fucking stupid. Like a unicorn.
It is actually.
Grok, is this real?
It's getting really hard to like see videos that are like, see if they are AI generated. I had to sit there and like double, triple check on that child robot. Because that child robot, I was like, is this real? I kept like looking at the building in the background. I kept like, the guy that's kicking it's really doing some acrobatic stuff to do it. Like he's getting both feet off the ground when he goes to kick. And I'm like, okay. It seems like something that would be hard for AI to replicate. And then I found their website.
Could be VFX though too.
It could be, yeah.
That's also been like a weird small gripe of mine, but I've seen recently just like VFX, and people will be like, "This is AI." I'm like, okay. No, bitch, this is like Star Wars. Yeah. This is just like VFX studio.
It makes me really
job.
not want to learn how to do good VFX, because people will very quickly be like, this is that's just AI. Whatever he used was AI. So I'm like, what's the point of even laboring so long doing something great? That's why I think I'm gonna focus on doing the worst visual while it being rendered by me, if that makes sense.
Real bad.
Yeah, like intentionally as horrible as it gets. Like that spinning bottle blender. That blender animation I did with the spray bottle.
Yeah.
It was absolutely horrible. Took 8 hours to do.
AI is way too advanced to make something
that bad.
Stupid.
Yes, yeah. Exactly. Like, that is exactly what I'm going for. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I think we talked about this last time we talked about AI, but I think there will be like a resurgence of
authentic
YouTubering.
I think what I'm going to get back into is
more
the
simplified
fishing pole with like UFO on string in front of green screen. Do a lot of stupid shit like that, like very crappy practical effects that are bad on purpose. I think those are funny.
Green screen effects.
Yeah.
You know how to do those, huh? So that heist video should be coming out any day. I screenshot it. I think it was Lisa had a tweet the other day, and somehow a bunch of Twitter bot like porn girls.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes.
They were all talking about the heist video.
Yeah.
I think a screenshot where it's like heist videos coming along slowly. Still waiting on that heist video.
She
heist
had
video's
no idea
wild.
what the hell that was, which is so funny. It was like a video of us playing Peak where I'm just screaming at her as a ghost, I think.
2 different bots just said heist vids wild, just like my camping fails.
Yeah. Madison
Madison
dreaming. All because one guy replied something about the heist thing, the heist video, and then all of them just were like, that's context. That's context. So now I'm just going to, that's all we're going to say too. It's pretty awesome. It is pretty.
I'm glad. I really like that the bots were fighting back.
Yeah.
And they want the heist video.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty anti-bot, so never gonna happen.
I also saw Stult DM'd us the other day about one of our listeners. Did you see that? Got an adult circumcision while listening to our podcast.
That's pretty awesome. Oh, and wait,
and I think they're hoping that they're the first.
Do you want to read it, or you want me to read it?
You can read it.
Okay. The title of the email was Podcast Powered Circumcision. On the 14th of April, 2025, I had an adult circumcision while listening to the podcast. I don't remember which episode, but wanted to let you guys know that someone has had the tip of their dick cut off to the sweet tunes of both Sams. I hope I was the first one. Sincerely, Callie. Cal. I don't know what that name is. Is that Callie or Cal?
I don't know.
Well,
did you keep it?
Yeah. Tips off to you, big dog. Thank you for your devoted patronage. Yeah, that
they don't
an adult circumcision. That's like,
if I got an adult circumcision, I'd want to be put under.
I think so too. Yeah. Unless I wonder, like, if you get one as an adult, you really have to have some extra slack. You know what I mean? Like,
not really, but
I feel like if you just have like a regular amount of foreskin, there's no way you're gonna be like, I need to go get this circumcised. This guy had to have had way too much slack. Like, in order to see the tip of his penis, he probably looked like he was pulling in a rope from a ship. You know, like pulling way too much slack back. So I'm sure at that point they probably put him under and then just pull it up like they're cutting a ponytail and cut the.
Oh Christ!
Pull it up real tall.
Do you think you get to keep it as an adult, or?
Yeah, you could probably make like a hair scrunchie or something with it. What could you what could you do with that?
Jump rope.
Yeah. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Calamari, cut it into strips.
Oh God. Yeah, feed it to your enemy.
Or your lover.
Sure
it could be an aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
I feel like cut foreskin has to be an aphrodisiac.
It certainly has some sort of warlockish power.
Yeah.
Or maybe not warlock, but like alchemy.
Yeah.
That's got to be like a rare ingredient that's also personal that could be used.
You probably sell it for a high price
in
like Nepal or someplace mystic like that.
Yeah, I bet they'd love it if you showed up there. I got a little bit of my foreskin for you, fellas. You guys like that shit, right? Or was I wrong?
I spent like $5,000 to get over here, so this better be worth a lot. Yeah. That's awesome though. Congrats on the circumcision.
Yeah, that's cool.
If I could do it all over again, I'd probably not be circumcised personally. I don't know. Actually, I think mine's all right. There's some people that get it circumcised and then they have way too much surface tension when they have an erection, you know? It's like their shit's pulled way back. And I would just hate to.
I don't have enough skin for the size of my hog, so.
Oh, so you're one of those people that thing's like fully pulled back.
It starts, the stitching starts ripping.
The pubic hair starts going up the shaft.
It's just like, it's like a brat when it's about to burst. If I get so engorged, it actually starts splitting and it becomes quite painful. No, my penis doesn't break open or anything cool.
Yeah.
Just regular.
Have I ever told you this? My brother's not circumcised, but I am. Isn't that weird?
I think you have told me that.
It's such a strange little thing between us. It's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Especially because you would think it'd almost be the other way. Like the first brother, they'd circumcise and then they'd be like, wow, that baby cried a lot. Seemed like it hurt. So we won't do it the next time.
I didn't like bringing my kid in to get his penis cut off. So the second one, we're not going to. Yeah. No, I think he like bled too much or something like that. They said there wasn't enough there to cut or something.
Yeah, I mean,
they said bring him to the skin tag doctor, not.
Yeah,
you brought him to the wrong doctor.
Probably put some wart remover on.
You could have done this at home with fingernail clippers. That's what they told my mom. Yeah.
We're afraid that if we cut off the foreskin, he won't even really have a penis. I know he's a baby, but this might be the smallest penis we've ever seen. Yeah, I heard they said something like that, dude. So for me, they said he could have 10 foreskins on this thing. And you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference once we're done. It is pretty scary when you hear about there's people out there that have had botched jobs.
Well, there's like that one person that was raised as a female for the whole life because they did the circumcision with some like newfangled tech where they technically take like a taser or something and like electrocute it off of their. I have no idea how it works, but it sounds like a fucking Taliban like torture device. I think they take like a car battery
We're gonna
and a wire.
Electroshock your penis off.
They like wrap the wire around your penis and then run electricity through it and it like sears the skin off or something. And it ended up like they fucked it up and it just burned the entire penis off. Like
God.
Yeah. And so they just raised the kid as a girl and then she grew up and was like, what the fuck? Where's my cock? I'm actually like a dude. Yeah.
I'm not obviously a doctor or anything, but I'd imagine if you grounded the rest of the body and then just had the tip of the penis touching metal and then hooked him up, to a car battery or something to just blow that part off.
Just the penis off. Or just the foreskin.
Surrounded like in wood or something or whatever, something that's not super conductive. And then you just had just the foreskin wet, maybe. Oh, that sounds gross. But like,
let's get this baby's penis wet.
Yeah. Not like that.
Get the tip wet on this baby.
Something very conductive. And then it would just blow off. Oh, God. No. God. It'd blow the head smooth off. It'd blow the skin smooth off.
Now you're making it sound like it's the Green Mile or something. Like you put the penis in the chair, wet the sponge, put it on top, screw down the cap on top.
New topic.
You flip the big wall switch. Igor,
and
throw the switch.
Easier and cheaper than the old way.
Yeah. You won't believe it. Yeah, people make fun of the Jewish people, but apparently just having a rabbi chew the penis skin off might be the safest, easiest way of doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. It does seem like the easiest way would just be not to fuck with it or touch it or anything. But if I had to choose between those two as an adult, it would be a tough choice. Guy chewing off my foreskin or some big switch that blows it clean off.
I feel like there's like
a 10% chance it blows up my whole penis.
Scalpel solution somewhere in between that I don't see why they don't use.
I think I think that's what happened to me, right? Like, I don't think they did either of those other things. I'm pretty sure they just probably cut it off. I mean, I don't really know.
You don't think the surgeon went in there and bit the rest of it off just to keep the tradition alive? You know, there's thousands of years of tradition, dude. I'm not even Jewish. I just got to keep up tradition.
You wanted to keep it? Uh-oh.
Come back in 2 days.
Give me a minute. Yeah. Now it's gonna stink like poop, but that's natural. This is why I don't trust doctors.
Yeah,
this is why I don't go get my rabies checked out. Because what if they chew off my penis,
dude? If a fucking doctor completely blew my kid's penis off with like an electrode,
I'd go jackpot. That's gonna be a big lawsuit.
In between big lawsuit and me beating him to death with a hammer right there in the operating room. There's no middle ground.
I'd just be baffled. I'd be stunned.
You fucked that up.
So we tried something new and it didn't work. Okay, you can't be mad at us because we were brave enough to try out the car battery. It worked on the
two hot dogs that we tested it on. And
it blew them right out of the packaging. But yeah, I mean, good on. No, not good on. I was going to say good on that one parent for just being like, well, they blew my kid's penis completely off. They're a girl now, but also, yeah, I'd probably be a little, I'd be like, guys, come on. Really? Not super confrontational. So I'd be like, come on. What the hell?
Could you have done like a better job? Yeah.
I'm not attacking you or blaming you, but what in the hell is going on here? What kind of circus are you running here? Because you blew my kid's penis completely off. I'm not going to throw around the lawyer word or anything, but I feel like I could have a case.
Yeah. Dude, you would be surprised. I have Abby's grandma went in for surgery. They nicked her kidney and then yanked it out. And then they burned all the paperwork. And then she like went to go have like a lawyer contact the hospital. And the hospital's like, yeah, we don't have the paperwork for that. And so they can't prove that the lawyer can't prove that they were the ones that cut her kidney out. And she wasn't in there to get kidney surgery, by the way. Like it was some other surgery, and then they just nicked it and had to yank it out. And
something like that's horrible.
Yeah, that's horrible. And I feel like the evidence of like, hey, I went in with here's X-rays before. You have a whole history of X-rays throughout your life, right? I have X-rays of me having kidney, and then now open me up. I don't have kidney. I feel like the absence of kidney would be enough evidence, but what do I know? Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes they just go away.
Yeah.
Maybe you pooped it out.
Yeah.
That happened to someone I know where it's something that a doctor fucked up when they were a little kid almost killed them later in life, and then they tried to sue them, and they were like, well, it's been like a really long time, and they don't have, No, we didn't.
They left calipers in my grandma. Like not calipers, where there's like the clamps that they look like scissors, like long-handed scissors, and they use them to like clamp arteries.
Suture or something?
Yeah,
or is that the process? I don't suture. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't go to school.
Anyways, they're the little scissors that have like the clacking, like they lock down arteries, and they just left a pair in my grandma and stitched her back up. And then they did an X-ray later, and they're like, "Oh, we left a pair of scissors in you." And so they had to
chest burster.
Yeah.
Oh god!
They had to open her back up and yank the scissors back out. But both of these happened, by the way, at Tallahassee Memorial Hospital. So,
guys, don't go there.
Don't go there. I know that the hospital sucks. When anytime it's anything serious, they immediately put you on a helicopter and fly you away to a different city. It's really like if you have a scrape on your knee, go to TMH. If you want to be abused by the shitty nurses, go to TMH.
If you want free scissors.
Yeah, if you want free medical shit. Or if you want a kidney taken out of you.
That's a win.
Yeah, and sold on the black market, go to TMH.
Do you even need the kidney?
She has to drink a lot of water now because she's just got the one. I think, it's weird that we do have like sets of 2 for some things, but the number one thing that takes out guys is a heart attack. Why don't we have 2 hearts?
Yeah.
Octopus have 3 hearts. I'm sure they could lose a heart or 2 and be fine.
Cows have like 2 stomachs.
They have 4 stomachs, dude.
4 stomachs. That's even more.
Yeah. They could eat shit
and
and then just throw it up if they realize it's not good no more.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. That's bullshit. No, 1 brain.
Yeah.
Well, some people say that I got another brain down that I think with down there, right? Or something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's not fair.
It really isn't.
And I'm jealous.
I've seen like videos of like crabs not even getting attacked, but just getting like they're getting pressed. They think that they're about to get attacked. They voluntarily rip off their own arm, drop it off as like, take the arm, and then they walk away. You know how cool it would be to just have like disposable parts of you that you can,
like a tail, like an iguana tail that we could just, could just get ripped off and you'd regrow one.
I would love to just yank it off and use it as a weapon or something. That'd be so cool. Just hit somebody with it. Yeah,
I mean that would be cool. That would be cool. Or eat it.
Yeah,
be like, I'm hungry.
I feel like there would have to be some sort of negative consequence to eating your own tail if you could pop it off.
I'd probably want to clean it because the way I wipe, I'd probably be getting poop all over it. Yeah. But
did I talk about that brain tissue shit that like causes I talked about that in the previous podcast. It was like a company that would make brain tissue things for like brain surgery. And then people would get like grafts of like brain membranes. And it turned out that they were spreading like prions to other patients. And it was killing people.
No. Or maybe you didn't.
Guys, you would think that the only reason we don't eat other people is just because that's pretty bad ethically. That's like not a cool thing to do, is eat another person.
Can't eat the gray matter, the brain matter.
Well, apparently, like, yeah, the brains or whatever, there's like prions, which are like folded proteins that are they're just made wrong. And if you eat them, they fucking kill you. It's like mad cow disease, but for people. And there was a company that would make there's like a membrane that's on the outside of your brain that they would take from cadavers. They would take these sections of membrane and they would dry them out, and then they would sell them like little Listerine strips to surgeons, to hospitals, so that when people do brain surgery, they would rehydrate them and then they would graft them onto someone's brain as like, replacing their membrane if they needed it. And it turns out that company was just getting the membrane or they were buying it from like morticianers, like just cadavers that weren't checked to be like healthy, they weren't donors. And
I don't think any of them are super healthy.
Yeah, and they it turned out they had like those prions in their little membrane, and they were getting spread to all these people when they were getting grafted on. It's scary to go into surgery, and then turns out you're getting some random dead person's brain matter stitched onto your own brain. Yeah. I don't really know exactly what it does, but I think like when you have that prion disease, I think you shake and stuff, and that's about it. And you laugh like crazy, just like DayZ. When you eat people,
just
you
like
start
a big
laughing.
giggle.
Yeah, you start giggling a lot.
Like getting tickled.
You giggle and you shake and you dance.
That's not so bad.
That's not so bad.
That's probably when they're like, your grandmother needs to go to an older home. Like, we need her brain tissue. Yeah. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
When did they just send her to the mortician?
Just wait it out here.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll be my lab assistant. You'll be my little helper. Practice makeup on you. Practice dead people makeup on you. Oh. Sorry, that's not cool.
Hey, dude, she herself has like, she's been like, I don't know why I keep waking up. Like, she's very on the nose about it. Okay.
Yeah. My girlfriend's grandma, I've been talking to her every once in a while, and she's very old. And they said when her husband died, like 30 years ago, she just would like openly pray for death so that she would be like, I just want to see him again. Yeah. And they'd be like, well, when you go to heaven, she'd be like, now. Like, I want to see him now. And then
that's
she's
sweet,
exactly like how yeah. But I do like their bluntness, but like that's how my grandma was, where I'd be like, how's it going? She'd be like, oh. And this lady, I don't know her very well, and I'm trying to make a good impression. And last time I asked her how it was going, she's like, one of my friends just died of a stroke. I was like, oh my God, like she's lucid. she's ready. And then she's the same way where people will be like, hi Gam, like, is everything okay? And she'll be like, why am I still here? I'm like, ooh, kind of bumming everyone out with your attitude. So, but I think if you make it to that age, you can say whatever you want.
I'm gonna, dude, you think I'm unfiltered now? Wait until I'm like 80. Call me up when I'm 80, dude. We'll have some wild conversations. No,
yeah.
Abby's grandma's like that. She's like, I'm just waiting. I don't give a shit. I've met my great grandkids. How many people can say they've met their great grandkids? And to the age where they remember them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Madeline's 7 now, and she had very active relationship with her great grandmother. Like, that's pretty rare. And so she's just like, I can die happy. I don't give a shit when it happens. It can happen tomorrow for all I care, as long as it's not, agonizing, like being eaten by an alligator or something, feet first.
I'd like to think I'll be like that, but also I could see myself, them like pulling and scraping me and me crying and being like, no, I don't want to die. Like, technology's getting so cool.
Yeah.
Or maybe everything will be bad. so I won't care. But you never know. It can change. It can always change.
Well, at least by the time we're old and in hospital beds and stuff, we're gonna have those little 3-foot tall child robots that can do all this stuff for us. They can wipe our asses and
quit looking at me. You were built where?
Why do they always make them with no face? I think it's because once you put a face on them, they look creepy. But so they just make them like I'm gonna put googly eyes on mine.
You can't get
as soon as
you can't make them too humanoid, but they're also shaping them like humans.
Why?
So
give them treads. Yeah. Give them spider legs.
Star Wars droids or something.
Yeah. What happened to the tin can look of Star Wars droids? Where there's like the battle droids that are just kind of like little sticks of metal. Like, that's fine. That's a cool look. It's humanoid-esque, but not so human that it's creepy. They keep trying to make them kind of like in between mechanical and organic, and they're rounded, and they're starting to...
It's because...
They always give them a nice,
eventually,
supple ass.
You want to get to the... I was going to say, you want to get to the point where you kind of want to fuck them. It's the truth. I mean, that's why they always do them like this. It's because people are going to want to fuck them one day.
Well, this is when they're trying to find...
fuck a metal stick bug.
They're trying to find an industry for them. They're like, we're making them. We don't know what they're going to be used for yet. But once they figured out what they're going to be used for, the ones that go to the factories to do foundry work, they're going to make them look like stick bugs.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be like, these things are meant to be doing work. You can't be having the one human that works there fucking all these things while they're trying to do work. And then the ones that are for domestic stuff, they'll give them the French maid outfits and stuff like that.
Here's a tip to that Chinese company. Make them taller. Make them twice that height. You creeps. Because you know
what's going to happen.
People are naturally going to want to fuck robots. So
really child-sized French maid outfit added to Amazon cart for my new robot. Yeah, it's going to be hard to identify pedophiles if everybody's trying to buy fuckable clothes for their child-sized robot. Okay, I feel like when it's I'm
going to be buying badass clothes because I don't want to fuck a robot. I want like leather duster for my little robot guy.
No, full-size leather duster, but for the small robot. So it just drags
it behind him.
The floor behind him. Yeah.
So when he pisses me off, I step on the back of it and he gets yanked back.
But they can balance. He ain't going to fall. He's not going to fall. He'll balance.
I'll say, put on my gauntlets, and then he'll armor me. I'll beat him to wires.
There's going to be somebody that does that, where they're just going to be like, you fucked up, bring me the bat.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yeah.
Let's do the walk of shame to go get the bat and bring it back to you.
Sickos, when robots become mainstream, I'm going to start feeling bad for robots. Because there's going to be some people that have got them like chained to a wall in their basement. The robot will be like, hello. I'll be like...
And people get so mad at the videos of them testing the balancing. I'm like, they're testing the balancing. But if people are doing that same test once it gets to home, I'm like, they've done the testing, dude.
You don't need to get both feet off the ground. Like, you can test its balancing with like a strong gust of wind or something.
Yeah. Make it go down a hill. You don't have to leg sweep the child-sized robot.
Then it's like when it's in your home and it's your property, people are gonna be like, I can do whatever the fuck I want to my robot. Whoa. Okay.
By default, though, I'm gonna have mine fucking post up with the high arm fold. You know what I'm talking about? Not like just arms folded like this, the high one. Real uptight. Yeah. And I'm gonna
snap or something. I'm gonna have 2 bodyguard robots follow me everywhere. And then somebody will mess with me. I'm gonna say, "You want to mess with me? Show them what you can do," and then they'll fight each other in front of them. I'll be like, "Holy shit, those things can fight!"
A full choreographed,
hit me, pre-programmed, choreographed, epic fight scene. I'll say, "Yeah, and you're next, buddy. If you don't get out of here." And then I'll fuck my robots. I go, okay, program 2. And then they just like start going fucking crazy. Okay, now that he's gone, let's practice that other fight scene we have. Huh?
They fold themselves up into a pretzel. Yeah.
You shove his arm up my ass.
That's awesome, and it probably will happen the first day those are available. For the amount of perverts that are going to max out their mom's credit card to get one of these things to their house. And
I don't even think you have to be a pervert to, you spend a week with a robot. You're going to be like, what else? Like, people will fuck vacuum cleaners and, like, get the skin ripped off their dick. You see a robot.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of straight dudes that go to prison and then 10 years into their sentence. Circumstances can change. Big time.
Yeah. Even if you have a wife and kids and stuff, you get, you just want, it's like built into us. See a robot,
or like a van with a cage in the back. My robot transportation van.
The robots.
Yeah. I programmed them to try to escape. Yeah. It's part of the allure.
It's a big show. It's programming. They can't think on their own. Boom, boom, boom. It was already bowed out on the sides from before. It's not HVAC, from the robots.
Man.
Yeah.
There's robot claw marks through the mail slot where he's been sticking his arm up and through.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be electricity is going to be a lot bigger. like taser type weapons, cattle prods.
Just small EMP guns and stuff, yeah.
Back in your cage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would be fun to torture them. Let's be just totally honest. Real sickos will be doing this stuff.
We've talked about this before, but I was like, the AI, artificial intelligence, like demolition derby for robots, like the gladiator fights they have. Yeah.
This is like basically our new Dr. Manhattan. Okay.
I didn't realize there would be as much backlash as there is towards it, though. Those guys doing the little was it the balance testing? Yeah. People are up in arms over that. You're gonna have to.
It's because it's like you can still be like kick them to the ground and help them up. Yeah.
Well, that's part of balance is seeing if they can autocorrect. Sure. Yeah.
Forgive me for if I beat the shit out of my robot, I might throw him a little rag and say, "Clean yourself up." I might help him out a little bit and say, "You got grease all over my floor." I want to be able to see my reflection in this concrete. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Next time, I'm going to fucking kill you. I programmed you to fear that. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll probably, or have like a best friend that's a robot. Like R2-D2. That'd be cool. We'll just have them drive the. Drive the cage.
You're like a Star Wars guy. What exactly did R2-D2 do? Like, what's his?
More like what didn't he do?
What's his purpose? Because he just seems to like beep or whatever.
Well, him and C-3PO literally got the plans for the Death Star off that ship in the beginning of episode 4.
Okay.
And then they sometimes they shock people.
Is that not something where they could have just like taken the plans and put them in their pocket like a normal person? And
well, it's because then they're like, we scanned that escape pod. There's no signs of life on it because they're not humans. So if there had been a person in there, they'd say, there's some life in there. Let's blow it up. Now, should they have still just blown up an escape pod that's leaving the place that they're, trying to.
I feel like lasers are free to shoot. Sure. It's a laser.
Listen, I'm not here to argue, okay, if they should have blown it up or not. I'm just saying, they did a pretty big thing there. And, he does like little repairs on the ship. He's an astromech droid, so he does like little repairs, and I think he can fly the ship, which is cool. And
okay, what about C-3PO? The gay gold
He can speak a lot of languages, and he's just mainly comic relief.
Okay, so he doesn't really have a purpose.
He speaks a lot of languages.
So he's like a translator. I'm talking like official, like what was the reason he was built? You know what I mean? Because R2-D2, I think, has like a little pod in the back of each ship that they get into. There's always a little slot for him to slide into. But C-3PO.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, dear viewers, probably, because it's been a long time since I've actually watched the movies. But C-3PO was built by Anakin Skywalker to as like a gift to his mother, I believe, to help her with her duties, being like a slave. And he's going to help do some translations because she's talking to like
that big Jewish guy,
aliens. Yeah,
Jewish guy that owns them.
What the hell is he saying? And you can like kind of walk around and like probably.
Is that why he made him gold?
Basket.
As a good negotiator with the big floating Jewish guy.
I like to imagine it's more of like a highly polished yellow bronze or something. But
hey, our owner's always mean to us. Let's make a big gold robot to go talk to him.
It's not for him, okay? But yeah,
no, it's for the mom to talk to the guy.
Yeah.
Well,
he speaks like English, or common or whatever. Yeah. But I don't know. They all seem to just be able to speak every alien language anyway. So I don't really. I don't know. I think was probably like, hey, aren't robots badass? And robots are big right now.
Yeah.
In time, so you could probably sell a lot more toys and stuff if there's some robot guy. I would never presume to enter the mind of George Lucas. I don't know.
Do you think at any point in time, do you think George Lucas was like, I'm so fucking tired of this series. I fucking hate this series so much. Do you think he...
Yeah, probably when he sold the rights.
And I would probably think like a decade before that. I would probably think in like the 80s, he was probably like, this sucks so bad. I'm so done with it. Because I
don't know why he would think that after being a huge part of 3 incredible movies in a row, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe after the prequel hate, he was probably like, oh, fuck, what's going on here? But
I feel like it doesn't matter how good those were. They were going to get hated regardless. And then
the prequels?
Yeah, I think they were just going to get hated because how do you live up?
Yeah, I think they could have made them better and they would have got less hate.
They do look, dude, they do look unique. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that looks like those movies. I didn't like them at the time, but especially the Clone Wars, like I don't think I've seen a movie look like that ever.
The Clone Wars is badass. It's also like too long and too like oddly like space political for a huge length of it. And I don't know, as a kid I was like, oh, clones are awesome, and then I haven't really rewatched them anytime recently. I probably will, but
they have a huge
Revenge of the Sith's badass. Phantom Menace and Clone Wars, I feel like they got so hated, and then there's like this natural tendency to be like, these were so wildly overhated, and then overcorrect way too hard, where now people are like, they're actually masterpieces. Yeah. When it's like, the truth is probably somewhere they're mid.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Which is the one where they had like, I guess it's the Clone Wars, where they had the, who's the guy it's the comic relief character that everybody hates? It's like
Jar Jar Binks?
Jar Jar Binks.
That's Phantom Menace.
Yeah, the Jar Jar Binks and his entire like civilization fighting in a field with a bunch of robots. They were watching that on Discord, and I just like popped in and was watching it. Just the environment that they're fighting in looks like a Windows XP wallpaper. Like it's just like the most nondescript green field, not a tree in sight. No other like even just landmarks to begin with. It is just a green field with a blue sky. They're like, what's the simplest thing that a computer can fucking generate? And it was a pretty badass fight scene, honestly. The entire battle scene was awesome.
They know how to fight. Yeah,
look at all the characters like in the background fighting, and they're just like doing like just struggles, like just like kind of vaguely fighting with each other. It's pretty awesome. It's good.
Yeah. Maybe I'm a hater. I don't know. I'll rewatch them and I'll get back to you about if I think because like one of my best friends, he had just rewatched them and was like, they're actually really good. And I'm like, I just don't.
No, they're not good for the reason I'm thinking they're good.
as a kid when they were supposed to be really, really good to me, and I was just like, they're okay. I feel like now I'll be even more an asshole. I mean, I think Revenge of the Sith was really badass. I could talk about Star Wars for a while, but they need to make another good one soon, or else things are looking a little grim. Rogue One I thought was really good, and that was the last one that I saw that I was like, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I just rewatched. The same like Marvel has gone so. It's gone on so long, and it's so hard to. I was trying to get my girlfriend because she was asking about them. I'm like, yeah, we should watch some of those. I'm like, well, you can't really just watch like the one I want to watch because you have to watch the first 3 of this series first, and then like you can't really just jump into an Avengers because you have to kind of build, to know these characters. So I've been thinking about it. It's like you have to watch like 22 movies to get through the story now.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's just exhausted with them. But I watched Thunderbolts the other night. I thought that was actually pretty good. I was like, oh, they made a good movie. And I've skipped the last like 4 of them. So maybe they're better. But this was the last one I've heard in a while where people are like, it's pretty good.
I think you also
watched it last night, and I was pleasantly surprised.
I don't think you have to watch them in sequence, really, to be honest.
No, not necessarily, but I was like, if I want to watch Captain America Winter Soldier, because that was like one of my favorites back in the day, and I'm showing it to the person for the first time, can't really just jump straight into Winter Soldier. I mean, maybe you could, but I'm like, you're not going to know who any of these people are. You're not going to give a shit like, why is Bucky Barnes? Who's this guy?
Yeah.
Why does he care about him? Now, do you actually need all that? Probably not, but it helps. And I'm like,
they don't do like they have to do some sort of like describe who Bucky is before the reveal. There's no way. It's a Marvel movie. I mean, it's not made for, I doubt they're like, what, you haven't seen the first one? And you expect to be able to come in?
At that time, they were absolutely, people were watching every one of them. So it's like, I'm sure they still do a little recap, but it was kind of like the expected thing back then was like, it's a multiverse or whatever, or not multiverse. It's a cinematic universe. So like you need to watch the other ones to get all the little details. And then now it's just become like too much. Like even when I watched that movie yesterday, there were some characters where I was like, who the fuck are they? What are they from? Like one of the Ant-Man movies or something? Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I still enjoyed it, but they're referencing things from like the new Captain America, and they're like, well, our last president turned into a big red Hulk monster. And I was like, what? So that's what happened? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I haven't kept up with them at all, but
it doesn't really. I'm excited to see Fantastic Four, honestly. I like the look of it. Maybe I'll watch the new Superman.
Yeah. The Fantastic Four does look, well, Superman having those like weird little robots and Fantastic Four looking kind of retro futuristic, very like atomic age, aesthetic. I think it's kind of cool. Dare I say cool?
This episode's sponsored by
Marvel.
Being a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marbles and DC versus DC.
What's there was like a phase for a while, I don't know if it's still going on, where they're like, we're going to have every iteration of each character in this movie. Like every Spider-Man was in that one Spider-Man movie.
The multiverse saga.
What the fuck, dude?
It's called fan service.
Yeah, it's called fucking masturbating. That's what it is, just fan masturbation. They were just going to see Toby back in.
I think it's cheap.
It's cheap.
But also it's a Tobey Maguire fucking fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm even a fan of his poker playing. I was really excited to see him in that movie, and they nostalgia baited the shit out of me, and I clapped.
And you loved it?
I said, bravo. Only thing it could have used was more Tobey Maguire and more Willem Dafoe and a little more Alfred Molina. And it worked. And now if I watched it now, like out of theaters, I'd probably be like, oh, brother. But at the time, a lot of those movies were like just good, like Avengers Endgame or Infinity War, like in theater. Those were really badass, like theater, seen it with other people for the first time.
You know what? I'll agree with you because I watched the Minecraft movie in theaters and I was completely like blown away.
Jockey.
And then we've since bought it and just watched it in the house, like on the TV. And I'm like, this looks like something that a YouTuber would make. Like a lot of the scenes are very flat and very obviously green screened because like a lot of the motion doesn't happen. What's the word for it? Dynamically, where the Jack Black never like moves away from the camera into the scene or towards the camera. Like there's no like movement like this. It's all lateral movement where it looks like they're on a fucking green screen and they don't have a lot of, they didn't get one of those big like Avengers green screens where it's a whole goddamn warehouse that you can fit a blimp into. It's just like a tiny little YouTube studio where like Jack Black act like you're catching a Frisbee or whatever. And he's like, okay, you got it. But a lot of the scenes are just like a play.
Yeah.
And it works.
I still haven't watched it yet. I can't wait. But
yeah, you need to watch it, dude. It's good. There's a moment where they make some homages to some YouTubers. I'm a huge fan of that. None for me. But there's always a sequel. Anything. They're making a sequel. Yeah.
Well, when they make the Tarkov TV show or whatever movie.
Yeah, I doubt that I will ever be mentioned in there mostly because I just dropped it when I was bored with it. But I'm sure Pestily will be in there. He's still hanging on. There are some people that are hanging on death grip on the Tarkov.
Well, they just did Hardcore Wipe or something, so that's gonna another 10 years of Tarkov.
I've seen a lot of streamers go like, "I'm doing a hardcore wipe, like a personal hardcore wipe." And I never really understood what that meant. I think it just means like don't buy stuff from the flea market. And then now they're doing like a hardcore wipe that's forced on Tarkov. Still haven't really looked into what that means. I don't know. I
saw Devin was excited, so I was excited for him. But I don't know.
Yeah. All that means is that the people that are still good are still going to be kicking my ass, and it really is going to affect it none for me. I feel like every wipe was a hardcore wipe for me.
Yeah, I never had an easy, good time.
Oh, you're making it harder?
I had fun. Yeah, I had some fun, but
you should have a short loading screen wipe. That would be a cool fucking update if they did that. Like a 30-second loading screen wipe. That would be next level.
I remember once I got, I think, 14 kills with one loadout without dying over the span of like 6 runs, where I just laid down somewhere with like an M14 with a big scope. Mm-hmm. And the electric high I felt off that was incredible. And then it's like you talk to anyone that actually plays the game and they'd spit in my fucking face if I tried to brag about that, because they're just that's just chump change, you know. They're just so fucking good at the game, and there's too much to know, like what door key goes to what place. It's too much.
Yeah, once it got into like you need these keys to do these runs. I did a little bit of that on one map, and then they nerfed the map. It was reserved.
I could master half of one map.
Once they nerfed like my map, I was like, I'm not learning another one. I tried to learn
reserve
streets.
Was the one I loved.
And then I kept getting my ass wiped on streets. And then I was like, the care just dropped out of me. Yeah.
That's why I liked Factory for a long time, because there wasn't much to it. It's
just a couple rooms.
Spit out in a room, and you go in one hallway and get your ass kicked, and then you go right back in.
Yeah, but there's some people that just like trained for Factory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they wanted to get good at PvP, so they would just go in there and destroy everybody in Factory.
That's kind of what I did, but I didn't. Not the second part. But I trained in the Factory of like
I stuck to customs,
getting the mechanics,
because there's at least, if you hear someone really kicking ass, you go, you know what? I have enough room, I can avoid you. But in Factory, if you're on one side of it and you drop something on the ground, those people are like sharks, dude. They can hear you. Yeah. Yeah, you hear the footsteps on the grated floor coming towards you.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
I haven't tried out Tarkov on this new PC, and I've kind of thought about it, just because there is like a real thrill.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but I don't really want to. I don't want to get too involved.
Have you been playing Rust?
Gone. Every once in a while.
I've been enjoying fucking Rust, rocks, dude. It's so good.
I was mad at Z-Chum because I bitched you that one time. I wanted to play jungle with him and Devin. They're like, jungle's last week. And then I saw he's doing like probably a 2-month-long stream right now, and he's living in the jungle. I'm like, okay, so now the jungle's cool for like a month.
Yeah.
You can like the jungle. But have you seen their subathons going?
I saw that they got banned mid subathon. That's all I saw. Yeah.
They're back. And I saw them in like the first 2 hours. A guy donated like $8,000.
Oh shit.
And
we should do a subathon. I used to think those were lame, but all of a sudden in the last 10 seconds, I've had a mental turnaround. I think subathons
they've got a
are
couple
cool.
whales in there.
Yeah.
That one guy, I think it's Fencer. He'll just donate like thousands
Fencer,
of dollars.
Said?
I think
I love that guy.
Yeah, no, I'll be like, hey, buddy, what's up?
That guy's my favorite. Yeah,
but they, I do like some of the torture methods they had going for Omid, where you could pay when he tries to sleep to like shake his bed, or you can turn on all the lights in the room and like play loud music. And they had one, I think they had to turn it off because they actually made so much money. Oh, big problem they were having. But I think they just literally couldn't sleep. Where if you donated $100, you'd have to get up out of bed and then go farm a node and get it back to your base. And then you could go back to bed, and people did it like 15 times in a row every time, like right when Omid would fall asleep. So like day 2, they were both just like, yeah. I don't know how they do it, but
it's like Guantanamo Bay torture.
I haven't seen it.
Get up and go do this, and then you can sleep again. Oh.
And then as soon as he lays in bed, someone will do it again. Or I was talking to Omid about it, and he's like, they're such assholes. Like, they don't do it right when I lay down. They'll wait like 20 minutes till they're like convinced I fell back asleep. Then they'll do it again. Like right when they think I've truly fallen asleep. He's a tank though, because I've seen people pay to shake the bed. It just doesn't even, if he's tired enough, it doesn't even affect them. He's saying it's just like kind of like a nice, like gentle, like, but it's like, like it's not like a light shaking.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's cool what they've done with it, but
it is.
I haven't seen their time go below like 140 hours, and I think it's uncapped. So, like, what do they do if
they
it's
could just
like
live there forever? Yeah.
Like Omid just lives with Z-Chum and his wife. Is what like
in the
I don't know, I just can't
in the shaking room.
Yeah, like at what point does it like really start affecting your mind?
Yeah.
I'd imagine a week, but
for me, like day 2.
2 months.
Day 2, I would have a mental breakdown. And that, how long would they be live for? Like it's live the whole time. They never get away from the camera. They never have time to go outside and say
they do shifts sometimes. Okay. So like one of them will actually go and sleep better, and one of them, can go outside and see the world, I guess. But
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I imagine it'll last for at least a month straight.
Fuck. Nah, I'm good.
Which is
I'm good.
Like, like for
I got kids.
The
I'm
right
good.
price, I could probably do it. But yeah, I also don't imagine like people in my life would be too happy if
there's
I was like, I'm gonna go play a video game for a month straight.
There's a dual subathon going on where it's like I'm doing the subathon, but at the same time, Abby's enduring the kids for a month straight. Like she would be like, give me half of whatever you made because I was doing my own challenge outside of the basement.
Yeah.
Now,
that's why I think like a 2-day cap subathon would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Where it's like $100 for a minute.
They don't have like no conjugal visits or nothing. They just.
I'm sure Z-Chum
will watch out for his homie. He'll have like a little glory hole in the wall or whatever. Donate this much money.
Well, if the bed shakes enough. Yeah.
You donate this much money, and Omid gets to put his penis in this hole. And
that would sell out in 1 second. People would be so excited.
Drain. Yeah. back to back.
Omid will be like,
yeah, at first. And It turns out it's us. We're like, let's say 8 times. 8 times in 1 hour.
We're on the other side of the hole, or we're the ones donating. Yeah,
well, it turns out it's a 2-person operation.
Appearance, General Sam. Hey, guys. I've been the one on the other side of the hole. Your belly's pregnant and filled.
Boy, I'm full.
Okay, see ya. No payment necessary.
Hey guys, I'm here until the next glory hole donation, and then I gotta step out for a minute.
Our friend's cock until like we were full and pregnant. Special guest, little Chinese robot comes out from around the corner. Hello, everyone. Show me Chinese robot.
Let's imagine him getting tugged off on the other side of the wall from the Chinese robot. It's like way too rough, like it pulls. So you see him, you see his whole body like,
What the hell you got back there? What the hell back there?
Gentle robot.
I'd be scared if he didn't know what it was. Ooh, a little cold. Who is that? Speaking Chinese. Oh. Just a little twisted insight into our minds. What if our friend got jerked off by a little robot?
A child-sized one.
Methinks he could get banned from Twitch again. That might be his big strike.
Because you don't see anything. You just see his back up against the wall.
The implication.
Yeah. You just see that. Oh. You see him banging on.
And then you see a little Chinese robot walk around the corner with a big baby bump.
And it's,
yeah, I mean, Zeecham can build a lot of stuff. So
can he build a tiny child-sized robot?
Yeah, we have to reverse psychology him. I bet you're so stupid you can't even build a Chinese robot. That can jerk you. That can jerk a meat off.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that has legs, dude. We should make our own subathon. Stuff like that.
$1, I get to go jerk off. Little robot gets to jerk me off.
How do we extend the time? Yeah, you don't.
It's like, yeah, it's not a torture subathon, it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys give us $20, I get to go take a big cat nap. Drink hot cocoa.
Nobody donates.
Yeah. Please. For $5, I can get jerk off my little robot.
I would love to do that. Just have like just the worst set of things that people donate to do, and then just have like the longest running but least amount of return subathon. I think would be good.
For $20, the light flashes on and off for like half a second in the other room, in the bathroom. Ooh, you turn the bathroom fan on. $100. Okay, I get to play a game of my choice for 1 hour.
I get to DoorDash.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A.
$100 DoorDash. $1,000 I get to put on my playlist. Okay, cool.
Considering how many people are actually streaming out there, like the amount of Twitch accounts that are live at any given point, somebody had to have had a shitty subathon like that, and not like they didn't just realize how the game works. I'm sure somebody's had one that bad.
A guy with 3 viewers being like, uncapped subathon, like $1 for 10 minutes.
Yeah. There's I think I've talked about him before, but there was a SoundCloud artist that I used to follow that had he would always put a tweet up where he'd be like, if this tweet gets 5,000 likes, I'll drop my mixtape, and it would get like 12 likes.
Well, fuck you guys, I'm still releasing it.
Yeah, 24 hours later, you'd be like, all right, I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it anyways.
That extra day could have been awesome for you guys, but guess not.
Yeah. God.
It'd be awesome if he stuck to his guns and just never released a song. No fan base, just being like, 10,000 likes, I'll drop every song I've ever made. Okay, well.
You're lost. Yeah, you're lost, man.
They're really, really good. I showed them to a guy once and he cried. Man, they're really good. Yeah. They're powerful. They're what the world needs right now. But, okay.
When I was in San Diego, this guy tried giving me his mixtape on CD, which already I was like, on CD?
On the street?
Yeah. I was like, on CD? Like, am I going to have to buy a way to listen to this? Like, how the fuck am I supposed to listen to this? And I was like, yeah, I'll take it because I was curious. I wanted to listen to random mixtape. And then he asked me for cash. He's like, dude, you can't have it for free. You got to buy it. And I'm like, you think I would buy a fucking CD off a random guy? I don't even buy regular CDs off of like artists that I love. Like there's Spotify.
Free.
Yeah. And I was like, and then it's also very presumptuous for you to assume that I have cash. Like this guy's like 20 years out of time. Giving me CDs, asking for cash. I don't think I've held a dollar bill in like a decade, probably. I don't have cash.
I know. I had a homeless guy the other day asking me for cash, and he asked for money. And I was like, I don't have any cash, man. And then I was like, I feel bad because then I immediately walked into the store he was sitting out front of and bought like a ton of shit with my card and walked out with a huge bag full. I'm just like, you gotta get like a cash app.
Get Venmo or something like that.
I feel like places don't even offer cash back anymore, so I don't know how to.
Yeah,
I don't know how to get it. I don't know how to get a hold of it.
Oh, dude, check this out.
Bank?
Did I show this last podcast? I got a cigarette extender, and it's
awesome.
Like a little tiki guy.
It's a little guy.
Yeah, it's a little tiki guy.
It almost looks like a little gnome or something.
Yeah, and
it almost looks like the Freemason logo on his face.
And I got it at that antique store in Valdosta, where I got my van while we were waiting on the guy to do paperwork.
It's a good buy.
Yeah, I let him know. I was like no offense. I told him, I was like, hey, earmuffs, dude. And I told Abby, I was like, while he's doing the paperwork, we're going to scram and go eat lunch and go hang out and do stuff in town. And he's like, you can sit here while I do the paperwork. And I was like, hey, dude, can you put on earmuffs? This place sucks and I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be. And he was like, are you serious? I was like, nobody wants to fucking hang out in your office, dude. Like, no offense. I just want to come in here. I want to sign the paperwork and I want to leave. And he's like,
no offense. This place fucking sucks.
It's a car dealership, dude. Yeah. Nobody wants to fucking be there. Nobody. They try to make it as accommodating as they can be, but I don't want your shitty Folgers drip coffee from the dealership. It's not, I don't care. So we went to go buy, some antiques. I found this. And as I was like going to check out, Valdosta, Georgia is like the most country place ever. And the guy was like, that's a cigarette extender, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you just don't strike me as much of a smoker. And I go, not cigarettes. And then he just quietly checked me out. Didn't say a fucking word to me the rest of the time. Yeah, just was like, here you go. And this thing is pretty nice buy. I haven't christened it yet, but I will soon.
It's pretty cool. It almost looks like you'd almost in a pinch use that as a golf tee.
I know, it's like
and then smoke out of it.
It is very large towards the tip for some reason. I don't know why. I can't get to focus on it. Damn it. Ugh. It's like a very big tip down in there. Which means a big fat joint will fit in there.
Yeah, you can put even bigger ones. Yeah. That's really cool, man.
But
did you bring it to the car dealership guy and go, this is why?
Yeah, I did show him. I was like, check this out. He was like, that's pretty cool, I guess. I guess.
Hey, man, you're not going to do anything like creepy with this van, right?
They did keep asking me, like, why do you want it again?
And you want the cage?
You guys have like a company?
And these are your children?
Yeah.
Call me daddy. Girls, say dad. You know me. They know me.
I didn't have my kids with me. I couldn't imagine a worse fate than buying a car with kids there. That would suck.
You need to show them your phone screensaver. I know them. They know me. So we're all cool here. And
I don't have anything else to talk. Oh wait, actually, I do have one last thing to talk about. Well, I have two things. Actually, last night Madeline was like, "Hey, do you want to play chess with me?" She has chess on her tablet. And I was like, "Yeah, sure." She came dangerously close to whooping my ass. I was like, because I thought she had never played chess before. She's like, "I play it all the time." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, I play it all the time." And I'm not talking like she's been playing a computer. She's pretty good. I was like, she doesn't know shit about like what the queen is. She's like, the queen's the best part. I gotta protect it. And is playing defensively with her queen. She castles. Like that's like you know what castling is, where you like swap the rook and the king to like protect your king. You can swap where the king and the rook are, and then the rook protects it. She knows like castling. Yeah, she has like named moves where she's like, she didn't know it was called castling, but she was like, "No, I'm gonna move him here," because I was like closing in on her king, and I was like, I won. I still won. I'm not like I'm not good at chess or anything, but
you don't want to lose to a little.
Yeah, kid. I was scared. Like there was a moment where I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta lock in." Okay, I can't.
I'd flip the board. I mean, it sounds digital, but if it was physical, and just, like I knew they're about to win, I'd be like, "Look behind you."
Well, thankfully,
put back all my pieces.
Thankfully, Pingu came on the TV, and so she was distracted for the second half. But it was in the very early stages. Okay, it was looking scary. But she hadn't taken her ADHD medicine that day, so she quickly lost interest, and I was able to scoop the win towards the end.
And secure your intelligence in the hierarchy.
Darn tootin'. Okay, darn tootin'. Yeah.
I'm the man of the house. Me.
Yeah. And then
maybe stick to checkers.
She did go, "Dad, do you want to play checkers afterwards?" I was like,
"That's your game."
But in reality, I was quaking. I was shaking in my boots, dude. I was pretty scared.
I remember how to play checkers.
Yeah. That happened yesterday. And then also, I do want to remind you guys, I'm going to be making a video about it on the main channel. New holiday from last year. I mentioned it. National Cheese and Wine Day is on the 25th of July. It's coming up. And I tried to make it a holiday last year, and it worked for my Discord homies. We all got up in fancy outfits, tried to look our Sunday best. We made charcuterie boards. We got some wine. And then we just played party games. And I'm going to make a recommendation now. You guys, if you haven't played Peak, that's a perfect party game to dress up, eat some fancy cheeses, drink some wine, play with your Discord homies. International Cheese and Wine Night, July 25th. New gamer holiday, honestly, I think. Yeah.
They're probably pretty used to cheesing and whining in there, so makes sense. And that's what I think about Cheese and Wine Day. Fuck you. You're interfering with my real favorite holiday, Flag Days, just around the corner.
Apparently there is like awesome. Video game day or something, and I think it's tomorrow. I'm like, that's stupid. I don't want that. I want fancy game night with my friends holiday. Yeah. That's way cooler, I think.
That is cooler. It's classier and it's better.
And also, gamers notoriously horribly dressed. That's just how we are. We really don't care about dressing nicely. So it does give you an excuse to like get a nice shirt, get a vest or something, get a jacket.
Gamers in their improperly fitting jackets and button-up shirts. Yeah, I bet those look real classy. Stupid fucking idiots. But
okay, there's some of us
that your dead grandpa's suit. Okay,
some of us that do show up
$12,000 suit.
There's some of us that do show up and look like Olive Garden waiters. Okay, but and some of us test the waters a little bit. I think Frog showed up in a dress last year, and the more
wanted
drunk
to try a hat with a feather.
The more drunk one of us got. As the night went on, they kept talking about how great he looked in his dress, which was kind of funny. He was towards the end of the night, he was really drunk. He's like, "Frog, man, you look incredible. You look great. You look like Cleopatra, man, with your eyeshadow.
It looked better on my bedroom floor." It's a great time to try out a lot of new things and just see Just see what sticks.
Yeah, just see what feels nice, what feels okay. Yeah. Anyways, that's my plans for the month. And
I'm gonna try to buy a house and be in a different house next time.
Yeah,
we're on here.
Good luck with that, sir. Handshake.
It's either gonna be I let them fuck me over just so I can get this over with, or
You're buying a house. You're getting fucked over anyways. That's what it is. Yeah. The only way you can get fucked over more is by renting your entire life. There is no way to truly win unless you
inherit
or live with your parents. That's victory.
And you inherit it right through it being like in a trust or something. Yeah. Or maybe the best way is to have no mortal possessions and live truly freely out in nature.
Oh no, actually, I think there's also an alternative path. What my brother does, calls himself a hobosexual, sleeps with women, moves in with them immediately.
Yeah, that is definitely probably path. Better than living in the wild. Yeah,
better than living in the wild. You don't have to.
Surprised it works.
It does work for him.
He must be desperate.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how it works for him, but it does.
If it works for him, it'll work for you. Go out there and go just latch.
Yeah, I don't know how it works for him. I honestly don't. I think he doesn't know how it works for him either.
He's probably, don't complain about a good thing.
Yeah. So I think it's because he has hair. I think once you get to that age and you have hair, you could.
Can I live in your home? Yeah. I don't know if I showed you this.
I have a great hairline. And that's it.
Do not wear underwear. Can I live in your home with you and your family? Do you have kids? My brother's got a van with a cage. Welcome to the family. Works like a charm.
It does.
Find the nicest house in your city and go.
It works like a charm somehow. Yeah.
Show up in a big baby basket and say, the firefighters dropped me off here. Be mine.
Anyways, guys, that's all I got. You want to do any closing statements?
Keep your eye out for a patron announcement. There's a tentative idea to do kind of like a review setup. Wait, I said this opposite. Setup review, kind of think in the air of HGTV renovations, but where we tell you what's fucked up with your setup or
Not
your
just
room
setup,
or your office.
I also thought, like,
your
what
house.
if you had like just a room that you're proud of?
That's what I said the other day, like your favorite room in the house or something. Yeah. And we'll shit on it or we'll commend you. And obviously we have no expertise, but been watching some HGTV and I think it could be, it's just an idea. Yeah. So even just comment below if you think that's stupid as fuck or if you think, I actually really like that.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll be in touch. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the flip side. I'm going to go upstairs and eat some sketty, I think. Later.